Captain Mitchell, this is the President. After everything you've been through, including saving my life, I have to call on you one last time. NORAD's network security has been breached. 4 of our ICBMs have gone off the grid. Russia and China have itchy fingers and sketchy intel, so they've just raised their security levels. I'd say they're minutes from taking us beyond the point of no return. That leaves me no choice but to go to DEFCON 3. Mitchell, you must stop Carlos. We're talking about minutes.
Moving to position.
Like a lot of next-gen games, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter appeared almost too good to be true, with Ubisoft promising gorgeous visuals and virtually unrivaled levels of intense combat to every gamer willing to shell out $500 for an Xbox 360, and gamers knowing Ubisoft to be good for their promises. It's no wonder that the next-generation debut of the most fashionable tactical shooter ever created endured more than enough hype to set our expectations to altitudes that bordered on ridicule. 7 years ago, the first Ghost Recon blew PC gamers away with its tactical genius and realistic balance, an approach that eventually began to set the bar for every other game in the genre. Eventually making its way onto the consoles, the game wasn't as well received, but enjoyed enough success to prompt Ubisoft to release a console-specific sequel 3 years later. While not causing as much of a buzz as its predecessor, Ghost Recon 2 had been tailored to better suit the action-hungry console crowd, yet satisfy fans of the tactical shooter genre at the same time. This design, originally furnished to simply please console fans, ended up pushing the series in a new direction, the destination of which is Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter.
Which highlights today's events. The U.S. President has joined the Canadian Prime Minister and the Mexican President in Mexico City to sign NASJA.
While previous Ghost Recon games lacked an overlaying narrative apart from simple mission briefings, the story in Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter is well written with suspenseful twists abounding. Well executed with effective voice acting.
And he's lethal. Afraid of nothing.
Afraid of nothing? We'll soon find out. He's about to see a ghost.
Not to mention, very, very exciting. As the player, you'll be stepping into the combat boots of bona fide badass Captain Scott Mitchell, the very same leader of the Ghost platoon featured in previous games. The campaign mode takes place in the near future, with the plot centering on a political treaty signing between the presidents of the United States, Canada, and Mexico. The Ghosts are tasked with running security for the meeting between the three nations' leaders in Mexico City. A group of rogue Central American terrorists have other plans, however, and will stop at nothing to prevent the treaty signing, throwing Mexico City under siege and giving our team of phenomenal badasses something to shoot and kill. The really great thing about Advanced Warfighter is that it takes the best elements from both its predecessors and combines them to create one of the best experiences you'll yet encounter in any action game to date. The first Ghost Recon sported some really great tactical options for attacking each situation, and Advanced Warfighter has taken this concept to the next level, incorporating gameplay based on actual military technology being developed for the near future, giving the game an intelligent simplicity. Your three-man team can be issued a minimal selection of commands, and while they're not exactly the smartest dudes you've ever worked with, it's still a great feeling to know you've got 3 more guns to help you shoot at tangos, as well as 3 more sets of eyes to help you scope out enemy positions. You'll periodically be given the opportunity to switch both your weapons and those of your team, as well as refill ammo or even swap between the different types of teammates you can take into battle with you. The level design gives you multiple pathways to take, allowing you and your squad plenty of opportunities to outflank the enemy. Aside from that, you'll also be given command of various support vehicles that can range from the quaint yet effective UAV Scout to infantry fighting vehicles, tanks, and even attack helicopters to help you take down the enemy in sheer style. And that's really where the other aforementioned best element from previous games starts to become readily apparent, which is action. Natural, destructive, intense action. Ghost Recon 2 tried to emphasize action-packed gameplay way more than the first game in the series, and Advanced Warfighter has perfected this attempt with resounding success. The predictably amazing gunshot sounds, fluid character movement, fast cover system, and a healthy helping of gorgeous-looking explosions make Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter an incredible game to play any day of the week. The single-player campaign offers a modest 10 hours of playability, which may vary depending on the difficulty setting you choose, and it's certainly a memorable and enjoyable battle all the way through.
Enemy down! That got him moving! Covering fire!
Ghost Recon games have always offered us some kind of online capability to enhance the overall replay value, but it's never been quite this robust. Of course, you have your standard versus modes against other people or bots depending on the type of game you want to play, with a ton of options on top of that, but Advanced Warfighter has also given us a somewhat revolutionary cooperative mode that plays separate from the campaign. The co-op missions stand out from other cooperative modes we've seen simply because you can play them with as many as 16 players. The potential here is nearly endless when you combine the various options available with the shamelessly addicting gameplay. Overall, Advanced Warfighter's multiplayer modes are a great experience, even so much that the multiplayer side of the game could probably have been released as its own standalone game. It's just that fun. At the end of the day, minor frame rate hitches or concerns about the enemy AI become little more than petty nitpickery when you look at the grand scale of everything positive about the game. Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter isn't just the best game in a long series of other games come before it, it's also one of the best games ever released on the Xbox 360. Aside from personal bias, I'm completely positive you'll enjoy yourself if you do decide to play, because you'll have a hard time finding a tactical shooter in today's market that's as sensationally crafted as Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter.
Hyper evac. We need you to stop those vehicles. Copy that! Go, go, go! Move out!
They are surrounded.
Damn it! Crosscom is down! Repeat! Crosscom is down! Do you copy? Come in, come in!
They are outnumbered.
They're freaking everywhere!
But they are the ghosts, and they are the finest soldiers the world has ever known.
Alright, Ghost, this is it. We're gonna make our stand right here. Move to rally point! Regroup!
Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. In stores March 9th. Rated T for teen.